Good morning, good evening, or good night, whatever the case may be. This is Cartoon host on the channel, and today another episode of The Binding of Isaac Afterbirth Plus. Yes, this game, I love this game, man. This is a very nice game, actually. So today I'm going to be playing as Eden as usual, because, because. Oh, let me take my cursor out of there. Let me see. I got Pisces, I got Teleporter, very low damage, 2.63. I just hope I get something better than that, because although my tiers are big, the damage is not great at all, man. So damage here will be a crucial part. Let's see. Okay, some coins. HP is not that bad. Speed is a little bit lower on the lower side, but I think we can do it. You know, I have an anecdote to tell you today about what people tell me, what people talk to me. As a programmer, people are very curious about what a programmer actually does, and they just can't figure out the concept of programming. They think that programming is on the realm of magic. At least most of them do. Most people do think that programming is on the realm of magic. They just can't fathom how can I, like, order a computer to do stuff to me. Like, I can write a bunch of instructions and it will become like a game like Binding of Isaac. It is programmed. Everything that you see on your screen, including the Binding of Isaac and Enter the Gungeon or The Witcher, everything is a program. At least at some level, it is a program. There are instructions in there, and there are things that someone wrote, or many people, which is more likely that instead of just one person did it, that many people actually worked on a single piece of software that we will call a project. Even if it is in a different language or a different platform or whatever, it is most often than not called a project. Am I saying that weird? Project? Or should I say project? I think project sounds a little bit more beautiful, like more adequate. So I got a tinted rock back there and I will make use of it. I will blow it. Let's put it right here so we can make the best use and blow all the rocks. Okay, a key and a spirit heart. So yeah, a project is a bunch of things, not necessarily only programs. It can contain like images, and it can contain sound. In the case of a game, this is like a must. Like most of the games, or if not all the games, may or will contain at least one different sound, like a sound effect or a music or whatever, because it, like, you know, it is part of the thing. It is also software. It's like bits and bytes, and somebody made it, although not only exclusively made out in a digital way, like using a program to write them. It can be sounds of human voices or animal voices or whatever, or what have you. It depends on the game, actually. So, but somebody did convert it into a bunch of signals, and this is the part that people get very frustrated trying to understand. For them, it's very hard to understand. For most people, actually. And in particular, people that do not work or that don't like do too much stuff on a computer or any other device that will work with binary. Yeah, binary is, in case you don't know, everything, including the sound, the images, the lines of code, the instructions that a piece of software will require to work, will be eventually converted or translated to binary. All kinds of processors work with binary, of course, excluding the quantic processor. But quantic processor is not, I don't, in my opinion, it's not the same as a regular processor that you have on your smartphone or your computer or whatnot. So, okay, we got some damage. This is amazing, actually. But anyway, a quantum processor is not the same thing. So I was trying to explain this this lady how a program actually works. You know, like from the basics to the very tops of it. And she was like, I saw her struggling in her with the idea of things not being like touchable, like something real. She was thinking that somebody writes. When I said writing, for her, it was like somebody with a pen and a paper doing it, and so she thought that at some point I will require a scanner to read whatever I wrote, and for it to become a program, something that executes something. Whoa, that was close. Actually, very close. And for her, it was very difficult to understand. I could see the struggling in her eyes. But it's actually something really, really simple. You know, most people say, "Oh, this is written in Lua or C++ or Java or C#.net," and people think that they are all completely different things. The thing is, a compiler is just a translator. It translates one language closer to a human language into a language, a thing that a computer will understand. In this case, zeros and ones. In most of the cases, of course, again, excluding the quantic thing that I do not understand it very well myself. Most people say, no, I do. I grasp the idea of a quantic processor, and I say, no, you don't. You know, the most brilliant minds are struggling with that today. So why? And you have it all figured out? Where is your Nobel Prize, man? Come on, you don't actually know it. Like, we're absolutely sure. No, you don't. I think it was overkill to get the Empress against Pin. But anyway, it is done, and the Empress is not a very rare card. I'll think about it. I'll take it. Yeah, why not? It's not like amazing, but whatever. So yeah, a compiler is just something that a piece of, again, software that will translate whatever you wrote in the programmer wrote in a more suitable language for a human to understand into zeros and ones, which is the binary part. And this is more often than not very hard to visualize for someone that is a layman. Oh, that's not a teleporter, that's the doctor's remote. So this was a very bad room for us. And I'm gonna go to the shop. So yeah, translating things from binary from a higher platform. That's how we call it. The further away something gets from the human language, we call it a more low level, and the absolute low level is binary, zeros and ones, exclusively zeros and ones. That's what your processor actually does understand. Okay, and yeah, so including Isaac, including my voice, including the signals on the network passing on through a series of cables and routers and whatnot, this will all be, it is all in binary. At some point it will become binary at least, so yeah. I forgot to mention that I got Maggie's Fate, which is not bad. Like having a health upgrade on each floor is very good, actually. And Magic Punch is not like a game changer, a game winner by itself, but it helps a lot, man. So yeah. And I don't know why I thought that was a teleporter. It's actually Doctor's remote. I think the icons look a lot. You cannot say it they don't. But I just mistook them. Come on, man. Give me a break. We don't have any guppy items, so guppy chances are low. Anyway, talking back about binary and programming. So most people will say, this guy works with Java. This is a Java programmer position. It is completely different than anything else. Well, syntactically, yes, Java is different than a .NET, but not that much though. The thing is that if you grasp the concepts of the stuff, you will be able to learn any language in any kind of platform in a very short period of time, as long as you understand the basic concepts of programming. So the language itself is not like it's just a synthetic, like syntax stuff. All you gotta do is to grasp on the syntax and you're gonna be okay. As long as you do understand the most basic concepts of programming, which are not so hard at all. One of the very most common ones is the object-oriented programming. It is like the dominant practice on the nowadays modern software. Most languages and most platforms are object-oriented, including Java and C# or C++. So everything it will be reduced to an object. And the way to picture it out is like, picture in your mind a form where you're gonna go to the DMV or whatever and request a form where you put your name, your address, and documentation and whatever. This is actually an object. If you picture it in a programming perspective, a form is an object. Why am I missing all that? So imagine like a simple form where you put your name and your DOB and I don't know, your hair color. Okay, whatever hair color you have, it doesn't matter actually. So you got 3 types of data in there, right? Yeah, you got a date, you got a string, and you got or var chart, depending on the language. Again, syntax, but it's just that syntax. So you got a date, you got a string, and you got a constant or an enumeration, because there can only be this many colors. You cannot have like infinite colors, like 60 million or something that the human eye can see, and it can be expressed in a hexadecimal format. I knew it. I was cornered. So yeah, so you got these 3 properties, these 3 things, like 3 characteristics of a person. That is the object person, okay? Picture that as the object person. Just call it in your mind person. Person is equals name, DOB, and hair color, okay? That is an object. So what would I do with that? Well, the thing is, you're going to store this object somewhere, like in a table, a database table. So when you store your object, you're going to have the same 3 fields. So that's going to make your table. So whatever object that you got will be stored in there. So whatever person, it will be applicable to any person. This table will be possible to be applied to any person, which is which is the main part of object-oriented programming. You don't deal with commands on your own. Eventually, you will have to write commands of some sort, but there are many platforms that will, or libraries that will make this process a lot easier. So you don't have to worry about low-level commands. So that's what a platform is. It's a collection of different libraries where it's specialized in doing a specific operation. In this case, writing data to a database. I'll take it, man. Tier 8 is not that bad. I thought it would be a lot worse, actually. And being able to hit multiple boys at once is okay. So yeah, let's study again. Back to the person example. Everyone will have a name or a nickname or whatever you want to put in your name field. Let's say it is allowed to put anything in there. Anyone will have a name and a date of birth. Everybody that you know eventually have been born, right? Even a ghost or whatever, or a, let's say, let's not complicate stuff, okay? Let's talk about the real living people. So everybody will have a date of birth because everybody has born at least once, right? I'm not counting even the spiritual reborns or whatever. I'm talking about the actual birth date. So the straw is a better item here for us. Then I will go to the bosses and try for them. Should I go to the no? Okay, let's stick to the topic here. We are talking about a database of people. So let's think that you let's suppose that you put all your friends and relatives' names in this database. So now what? Well, you can relate stuff to people, can't you? Oh boy. I'm not using the straw here. You can relate data to people, like address. Boy, that was horrible. You can relate stuff to people, like wherever they live, their address or whatever they like to hang out, whatever. It doesn't make any difference, but it is data related to a person. Okay. So, what will you do? So since this data is something related to a person, all you gotta do is put there another field, right? Well, you can, but let's suppose that a person can have like multiple addresses, work addresses, school address, whatever, man. Whatever address is related to a person. Let's suppose you want to put it all in a database. Well, then you can you will keep on adding more fields like address 1, first address, or second address, or whatever. Well, that's the tricky part. In object-oriented programming, you create another table and you relate that. And there is the tricky part of the ID part, because every record on your database will contain an identification, a number, exclusive number attributed to that person, right? So what do you do then? Well, let's suppose that Peter got the ID number 4, all right? And Peter got like 10 addresses. We want to like record 10 addresses for Peter. So we create a table called addresses or people addresses or whatever name you want to put on there. And we put a field there indicating that this address belongs to this person. But it is just an abstract concept. You will not actually put names like that. You're going to put like person ID and all the rest of the data related to address, like street or country or state. So yeah, that's how the table address will work. It will be a separate table, but it will be will contain one field, one part that indicates to whom that address belongs to. In this case, Peter. So that's what object-oriented programming is all about. You relate stuff. Man, alright, this here are horrible. So you relate stuff to one another, and I'm gonna try for a couple spirit hearts here. None. What about down there? None. Oh boy. I would like some, please. Wow. So yeah, having a field which will relate the address to the person will make like the database concise in the sense that we will have like a possibility of associating an address with a specific person. Let's check the shop. And we can, and since we got a specific field to identify which person that address belongs to, it means that we will be able to add many addresses to one single person. We can have as many as we want to, as many as it is possible to store in a database. It will depend on the database itself. Then we go to a lot of minutiae technicalities, which are not like that relevant to a simple, crude explanation like that. Oh, come on, man. That was really, really... yeah! He sucked me. If you hear a strange noise behind me, that's my coffee maker again. Man, I lost the deal with the devil here. Not entirely lost, but very close to. So let's push these guys out and use one single bomb there. If we can do so. That's enough. A card. The world. Let's pop it. Ah, we were close. Oh boy. But I think that Cricket's Head and Magic Mush will cannibalize each other, won't they? I heard that somewhere. I don't even know actually what he means, but... So answers I'm gonna use on the next floor. Or answers. Whatever, man. The pronunciation is not relevant here. The important part is to understand what it does. It will reveal the whole floor to us. I thought he was gonna shoot the brimstone laser. Belly button is meh. So, one thing learned. I need... Oh, so the deal with that is done. Completely done. What did hit me there? There was a fly? Come on, feet. No, I will not die here. The damage is very good, actually. And I threaded the needle, man. Like 2% deal with the devil chance, and I got it. Gee, man. I'm gonna put these fires out just so I'm not hit by accident here. And I think Cambium Conception is gonna be the deal here. And I will need some health. Man, the health department here is today in this run is bad. I hope you kind of grasped a little bit of the concept of object-oriented programming, which is called OOP for short. Like, it is in IT field we have many acronyms. I confuse them myself, so don't worry if you don't get them like straight away. It's fine. The important part is to know what they do. The acronyms are like more like to identify quicker, and you don't have to give a whole explanation of something. You just mention the acronym and everything is gonna be okay. Like CPU, right? CPU, you know what a CPU is, but you don't need to say like central processing unit every time. You just say CPU. And today, acronyms are getting more and more popular. Maybe because of IT. Maybe. I'm not sure. But it certainly helps. Okay, I think... Oh, it's Pop Ansa. So that's a mini boss. And the boss is up there. I just need to be aware that of those guys, their position, and not screw myself. And I would like some hearts. Even a red heart will help us a little here. And I did not see a single tinted rock. I might have missed it. I don't see any tinted rock right here. And I gotta be aware that those guys can shoot me from a point that I don't see them. But they... So this is gonna be amazing, actually. I think. No, it is not so much. And quad shot was actually a good decision. I was like concerned that it will not be that great for us, but it is okay. I don't know. Not so like thrilling. Okay. What? I thought... The map is showing me that there is a secret room over there. Oh, I was on the wrong spot. That's right. That's okay. You don't shoot me, alright? There's another one of you. Yeah. So the secret room has gotta be here now. What am I doing wrong here? The map says clearly that the secret room is here. Or am I getting crazy, man? I think I am. And the super secret room is gonna be here. Yeah. I'm not crazy, man. That's what it says on the map. Look, I'm gonna try it again. Once more. Alright, I was putting the bombs in the wrong spot. That's possible. Okay, health up is good. Range up is good. Another good pill. Yeah. Okay. Oh, now you're open, huh? So let's hope this boss is not the matriarch. It is not. But it is a boss that can screw us with this attack. It's like impossible to dodge this attack. If you're not flying, you're gonna be very vulnerable to it. So another health upgrade. Let's hope it's not Krampus here. It's not Krampus. Whew. I think I'm gonna take this, and I'm gonna take both of it. I should have played the demon guy there, but whatever. And health here is very low. I will like to get some health, like especially spirit hearts or black hearts. Oh, greed. Hello, greed. And the music did not change. That might be a bug on the game. Oh boy. But I'm not sure. Let's blow here. Some more coins. Let's blow here for some good pills, possibly. One. I'm taking it.
X-Lax.
That's fine. Oh, there was nobody here. And I need to be aware that I can die very easily in this floor because of... Oh boy. Just go off. Whew. I can die very easily in this floor because of full heart damage. So the moon is a teleportation card. I might be able to use this productively. Oh, okay, there's a tinted rock over here. It's a double tinted rock. Great. Luckily, I recognized it. And let's see, this crawl space will be regular crawl space. And I dropped the bomb. It's not a regular crawl space. It's a black market. There's a greed here? No, it's not a greed. Interesting. So what should I get here? There's no reroll machine. Let's blow these guys for some extra money. Now that we got like infinite bombs on this floor, I think... Man, that's a tough one. Maybe I'll come back later to something. I'm not sure. If there was a reroll machine that in there, it will be gold. But there was not. So let's walk away. Oh, and do not go into spikes. Oh boy. Death. Let's use it right here for some extra damage. And Gluttony is not a tough boss, but there are two of them. And I don't see any Tinted Rock and another health upgrade. I don't see a Tinted Rock. Is there any here? You feel free to shun me, like to mock me in the comments whenever I lose a Tinted Rock, whenever I miss a Tinted Rock. Because, yeah. Not like the end of the world, but oh, okay. I don't like when they get feared because their jumping pattern is changed. Oh, see? It's very hard to predict what they're gonna do or where they're gonna land. Let's look for Tinted Rocks. I don't see any again. Nope. No Tinted Rocks at all, man. I think the boss is gonna be this way. I might be right. I don't see a Tinted Rock here either. And this is not the way to the boss. Okay, more help in the form of... So the Hermit or the Moon. Let's stick with this one. It almost like... It doesn't matter now. Okay, let's do the boss. Yeah, it is a known boss. I know in advance. I should have known in advance which boss it is. And the deal with the devil is still very possible here. I just need to focus on dodging, like I do on Enter the Gungeon, but more often than not, I do fail miserably. Because winning... Oh, what? No deal. That's a bummer. I don't know how... Let me know in the comments what was my deal with the devil chance for this war. I didn't check before I got into that room. Man, good bombs, good pills, bliss. Okay, I did not check this pill. This is X-Lax. I'm gonna take it. Amnesia, it sucks. Are you a wizard? I will have to wear it off. I just can't go with Are You a Wizard with quad shot here. So it will give me a chance to explain another very cool aspect of object-oriented programming. The operational system that you see in front of you right now is probably built on this premise. Like, if it is a Linux or it is a Windows operational system, it has been built with this object-oriented concepts in mind by whomever wrote them. Look at your object explorer or whatever. Like, you can't... Come on, will you aggro at me at some point? You will not. Screw me, man. Screw you. When I want you to attack, you don't. Oh boy, I'm very low here. It's very bad. The payments, like the drops for health here, are very low, very meager rewards for as up in health department. Anyway. And I'm not using the straw that effectively, although it is not like a game breaker or anything. I'm gonna take it just for the sake of it. And this was a dead end? Yeah. This is the initial room, right? Why you shoot the other way? Was that because you were afraid? or beard, or whatever the name you will give to the effect of these when you get purple like that. See, red hearts are very far in between each other. At least we got full health here. And I didn't got back to that crawl space because I don't think it was really worth it. But the dodging here is kind of okay. I am dodging, like, efficiently. Please, be a good pill. So this was another dead end. That's the second dead end in a row. It feels like whenever I got a curse, dead ends are more frequent to me. And I will not use this machine. It was gonna blow anyway. Yo, I need to take that, yeah. Maybe down. Whoa, that was a great dodge, actually. I don't think I completed that last room, but anyway, I'm gonna keep on advancing here. Is this a secret room? Nope. What about this one? Yeah. And now the music did change, huh? That's the third time I face you only in this run. Man, that's horrible damage. Oh, another hermit. That's actually amazing. Hilarious. Hilarious. Why did I change? It makes no difference, man. Tinted rock, okay. And possibly secret room. Nope. That's alright, though. I'm gonna play you a couple times. Just don't play me with a fly. My luck status is not that great, but... let's play you lots of times. Yeah, more money, that's all I need, man. I was expecting for some hearts, but that's alright. I got a heart from somewhere. A spirit heart from somewhere. I don't know. Yo! So now I will check that if that room was completed or not. It was. I will blow these fires for some spirit hearts. None again? Oh, at least one, man. So yeah, this was the secret room, and yeah, that's gonna be the hands. So all I need to do is to move frequently without stopping. I can never tell if it's gonna be like the skeleton hands or the regular hands like these ones. I can never tell if there is a way to tell. So I gotta be sharp here for the dodging. Although my damage is very good actually. Oh boy. I don't want to die to Isaac, man. What did hit me there? Isaac, my friend, you cannot like appear like that. And health is again like oh, that was a lucky that was very lucky actually. I don't know if this draws like align with your damage, so the more damage you have, the more damage that the straw will cause. It might be possible. And let's hope for not a curse. At least not the curse of cannot see the item. I need to see the items here. Okay, no curses. Mom's Eye. Polyphemus. Proptosis, yeah, whatever. That's fun, but no. So I'm gonna take this for possible mom. No mom. And I don't think... although I got a lot of damage, the The Cambion conception didn't pay out once. Whoa. Look at the proptosis tears here. So it is possible that the straw scales with your damage. It feels like, I might be completely wrong though. It just feels like, I'm not really sure. So 2 items, Game Kid, and oh boy, Little Chad. I think the straw is better, but these guys will give me some red hearts, which I'm in a desperate need as of now. Oh, that was a close call. Oh, petrify. Now I can petrify, like freeze them in place, which is amazing actually. Even more with the kind of damage that I do. I don't know if that quick hurts or not, but... Okay, we are back in the game, boys. It is possible then that it scales with the damage that we have. It is possible. It feels like the straw scales with our damage. And then again, I'm not sure. More items. Okay, Little Brim and Concussive Tears. I already have like petrifying. Oh, I didn't pay attention on you. But now I did. Double adversary rune is no joke, man. It's very tough, actually. Not impossible, but one of the toughest rooms in the chests. And any experienced Isaac player can confirm my word. Not just like an opinion. Double adversary is hard. It's not like impossible again, but it is one of the hardest rooms in the chest for sure. I don't need that many bombs now. Let's hope for some good items. Although I got proptosis, I always misunderstand the name of proptosis and polyphenols. And for a run with no health, almost no health, it was amazing actually. I played decently. And Blue Baby is not so tough, so I think Isaac is a lot more difficult than Blue Baby actually. No items? Oh boy. Oh, I got the leash. No, that's what I got for Cambion Conception. Alright. Double golden key. Not as if 2 of them will benefit us more, but 1 is enough. I need double of them. But anyway. So yeah, let's fight Blue Baby here, which is petrified by fear. Not actually, but... Just circle around like a crazy rooster fight. So I basically deleted those flies. Yo, that's not fair. You cannot do like that. Anyways, boys, this was a nice run, actually. So if you like, just smash the like button. Don't forget to subscribe if you're not. This is me saying goodbye. See me on the flip side. Bye-bye.